Welcome back, friends and fellow meat enthusiasts. Today we're doing picanha once again, but we're going to try to find out what could be a seasoning that brings picanha to the next level. We've got 4 different types of salt we're going to compare, and we'll let you know which one's the best. Pretty basic, kosher, coarse salt. It's got bigger grains. It's going to be really good to bring out the natural flavor of the picanha itself. Then on to one of my favorites, truffle salt. It's got an earthy, luxurious aroma on anything you put it on. It's gonna be nice. Whiskey salt. I imagine smokiness and bringing the essence of a whiskey into every bite of a tender picanha. Fascinating to say the least. And then smoked bacon salt. Just picturing milty, smoky, bacony notes on top of this steak. I'm pretty excited to find out how each one of these are going to do. Picanha, tri-tip, sirloin cap, all the same piece of meat. You got this nice bit of fat on there. Really makes up for how lean it is, and when you eat them in conjunction, I mean, some would say it's even comparable to, say, like a ribeye, something with more intermuscular fat. One of my favorite steaks, and really affordable still. I imagine that's going to change in the future like everything else. So picanha is a little different, that you usually cut it with the grain traditionally, which is against all other meat cutting. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to get 4 nice steaks so we could try each of our 4 different salts. You leave every bit of that fat on there. Before we season, we're gonna do a test to see how good you are. Stay. Get it. Good boy. Starting with the kosher salt. Next piece, truffle salt. Just that earthy aroma I was talking about. It's hitting me, making me hungry. Yeah, it smells amazing. Some of these harder to find salts, like this whiskey salt we're about to use, I'm going to put a link in the description. That way you can find it. So on to this whiskey salt. It smells caramelly. It smells like almost like reminiscent of like maple syrup and pancakes or something. Very interesting. Smoked bacon salt, you smell that smokiness first. Very interesting. You smell like curish, kind of bacony smell, but mostly smoke. Pro tip, hot day like today, you want to have a cold drink in your hand. It really helps you along. So we got our 4 different salts on our 4 different steaks. The grill is good and hot. I'm talking almost 700 degrees. I'm going to get that good hard sear done right, and then cook these to a perfect medium rare. Kosher salt, truffle salt, smoked bacon salt, whiskey salt. And give these a flip. Smells good. We're going to start with the kosher salt picanha. I'm going to cut right through the middle, see what it looks like. Got that good hard sear. Looks like we nailed that medium rare. Let's see what it tastes like. Nothing on here with that kosher salt. And I know it looked like a lot, but considering the thickness, that's why you want a lot. You salt all sides with that bigger granulated kosher salt. Really lets that natural picanha flavor come through is very good. I mean, messing around with all this, it's fun. That's really all you need. I mean, normally I'm a salt, pepper, garlic, but you just throw some kosher salt on a piece of picanha. Yeah, it's excellent. So we're gonna move on. A little palate cleanser, some steak wolf stout between bites. Onto the truffle salt, which I am very familiar with. This whole room had this amazing aroma. Give that a slice. Yes, that is so good. For some people, it's a little much. For me, it elevates it. The level of indulgence here with the already excellent picanha. You throw the truffle salt on there. It's so good. It's just such an enhancer. If you haven't tried it, you need to try it. Again, link in the description below. It's gonna be tough to beat. We're gonna move on to whiskey salt. See what that's about. Again, palate cleanser. It's very good. I'll try it again. It's less potent than what I just ate. Less potent than the truffle salt, that is, even with the palate cleanser. I need to have that a second time. Very mild. I expected a little bit more smokiness. There is something to it, and it actually translates almost like a slight smoky, slight sweetness. It's kind of an elegant taste. It's very good. Very good, but it's subtle. Way more subtle than I thought, but I do like it. I do appreciate it. It's pretty good. Moving on to the bacon salt. That looks beautiful. You get that baconiness. Again, the smoke, nowhere near overpowering, not harsh, very nice. Wow. Okay, there it is. It finishes at the end like a delayed reaction, strong bacon taste. I was like, it's so subtle, it's so subtle. And then like a minute after I swallowed it, wow, it tastes like bacon. That is delightful, very good. So, I've tried truffle salt many times, and I like it on meat. My wife doesn't. So meat, it's too much. But she says vegetables, or especially potatoes, it's absolutely delicious. Maybe too potent on meat for you. So I thought the same could be true about these other salts. So I want to go ahead and make sure we give a true taste test all the way, and a true review on these salts. So got some fries. Everybody knows what a regular kosher salt on a fry tastes like, but that's our control. The black truffle salt fry. Perfect. I think I'm biased at this point. The whiskey salt fry. Whoa. Wow. Okay, so with the meat, it's such a robust flavor on its own. Picanha is such a robust flavor on its own. It almost makes the whiskey salt mellow out severely. On the fry, that is sweet. Almost like I said when I smelled it initially, almost like a maple syrupy kind of thing. That's interesting. That is, if you like a sweeter tasting salt, that's pretty good. That's like sweet and salty at the same time on a fry. Very interesting find here. Let's go with smoked bacon salt on a fry. Same. Wow. So much stronger here than there. The meat almost neutralizes it down to being like a regular salt. On a fry, you get the full profile. Wow. That tastes like French fries mixed with smoky bacon. Delicious. So the question is, which salt is the winner? Well, I would suggest you try them and let me know in the comments below. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything new that we do. Thanks a lot for watching. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to leave you hanging like that. I'm going to give you an answer. The truffle salt, by far, the king of salt. I knew it going into this. I ruled out these other ones. Truffle salt kicks ass. Go with the truffle salt. However, these other ones are interesting. This wasn't just an excuse to put cool salts on picanha. I mean, maybe a little bit it was. I would say the runner-up is the smoked bacon salt. And then the whiskey salt is interesting, but if I had to, kosher salt or whiskey salt, only one for the rest of my life, I'm going kosher salt. Well, again, guys, thanks for watching.